Alright, so this world is a funny place, you know? I'm pretty excited about my silver and gold connection, you know? Being in the middle of Armageddon and a little bit off to the right for the silver. And I think the world is backwards and upside down and flipped, and everything you know is wrong. You think gold is worth more than silver. Not only that, you idiots, you prefer white gold to actual gold. Platinum is worth more than yellow gold because it looks like silver. In the bronze category of the metals of gold and silver, I believe would be yellow gold. Okay, in the silver position would be white gold, and in the gold position would be silver. All right? Now, let's talk about medicine for a second, you ignorant people. Do you know anything about silver in the human body? No, well, a silver bullet will kill a werewolf. Thanks, John Wayne. No, there's silver on gauze pads used by hospitals to treat burn victims, and, you know, when you have a wound on your flesh, there's like silver webbed in some kind of, like, they make a thread out of it or something, and it's woven into the gauze, and it helps your body regenerate skin faster without scarring. Like, silver does that. What does gold do to your body? Well, if you're allergic to cheap, shitty jewelry, you have to wear gold. Is there anything else? Oh, great. It's a golden god. It's an idol. So if you want to wear a bunch of, like, fancy jibbly-jobblies on your ears and nose and face, and you're sensitive, you have to wear gold to become that idol. That sounds wonderful. Now, what about clothing? Okay. Yeah, obviously it's possible to spin silver and gold probably into a thread. They do it for your football jerseys and your soccer jerseys. Okay? Like Manchester United, they wear silver shirts. Ever go to the sports store and try to buy an official replica jersey of your favorite team? The reason it's like $300 is because it's woven with silver. Because those athletes deserve the best, right? What is the most absorptive fuck. The part of your body that absorbs the most is right here, your feet. And what do we wear? Shitty cotton socks. And what do we put our shitty cotton socks in? Put our shitty cotton socks into like shitty Nike running shoes that are made with shitty foam. And no natural parts. No natural materials. Even the leather is faux leather. Okay? It's vinyl. And there's chemicals in the plastics or in the foam that make that foamed ridge for your ankle in your Nike high tops. It's a bunch of chemical shit foam. And it's all in a cotton sock. And your body's absorbing that shit. Alright, go buy yourself a pair of Crocs. I don't know. Standing on plastic can't be any better. Or rubber. Go get yourself a pair of leather shoes, I'd say. With no crap inside. Oh, how much are leather shoes with no crap inside? Like hundreds of dollars? No kidding. Because anything that's good for you is going to be expensive. Because you're not supposed to be allowed to afford it. Only the elite are. Now, or the better assholes at life at being assholes to other people to advance themselves with more money in their pocket. Now, in my reality, we should be all wearing fucking socks made with silver, like woven with silver. I don't really know much else, but I imagine that if your feet absorb the most, the bottoms of your feet, I don't know, your fucking root systems of your body, of your universe, deserve a little bit better treatment, maybe. Maybe we should all be walking around with silver woven socks. I don't know what it would do. I don't know if it would do nothing or something or whatever. I'm not too sure about gold woven into shit, but I mean, like, you know, it makes sense to me. Gold is useless. It's all malleable. It's a great conductor. A great conductor. Not useful for the body. Maybe useful for the individual, but not for the body. Everything's backwards. You don't like it? Tough. You don't like the fact that your Armageddon A is next to your capital G on the right hand of God is bigger than gold? Or is gold smaller and in the middle, meaning if it's smaller, it's more concentrated, like with light. If you have a little speck of light in the corner of darkness, it's going to produce a lot of light. An intense, bright light. Whereas if it was over more area, it would be more diffuse. It could be that. It could be that gold is more important and silver's not. With the AU. It looks like an A and a U. Silver? It's like an SI to me. Your Sports Illustrated. Anyway. So, like, you know, I'm literally gonna probably disable liking of my videos and comments of my videos because I literally don't give a fuck what a bunch of ignorant cunts think of me or this research. I really don't. Whether it's positive or negative. All I care about is getting that made. As soon as fucking possible. But apparently I have to convince a bunch of retards of this. Which is great. That's fucking fantastic. All the proof in the world doesn't even fucking do it. Why? Because it's too simple. Because I laid it out. Whoa. Quite simply. And everyone's expecting it to be all quantumly hard or something, and it's not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be easy. Keep it simple, stupid. Have a little faith. It's fucking annoying. You dumbass bitches. Okay? I found your fucking card suits. Okay? I found a lot of fucking fish. Go watch What About Bob. The whole intro is fish, and he wears the goddamn fish in a fishbowl around his neck. At his core. Because he knows something. The character knows something. And he speaks out loud all the time, talking about baby steps to the door, baby steps out the door, baby steps up the stairs. I'm sailing! I'm sailing! You fucking retards! Heaven symbolizes the fishbowl. It's in fucking movies like What About Bob? If it's there, it's in everything. And I would debate you on that. Fuck. Hypercube, octahedron. Dodecahedron, I believe. Icosahedron. I want to say tetrahedron. It's a giant fucking tetrahedron. And you know what I've been thinking about? I've been thinking about the octahedron. Okay, the square base pyramid, top and bottom. Now, your square base pyramid, let's say it goes from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. Okay, your square base pyramid. You have a triangle side, a triangle side, a triangle side, and a triangle side, all going to a point. Now, what makes that triangle face flat? What must be created in the container of the octahedron to make those sides flat? Vertices, my friend. Okay? Cube has 6 faces and 8 vertices. Like I said, with the voltage, you're going to get a whole whack of 119 volt circuits, but the ones you get from the faces, so the 100 and Yeah, 109, 117? Fuck, I forget now. $119 circuits from the 8 vertices, from the 5 wheels on each of the 8 vertices are going to produce you a certain amount of circuits. Now, your 3 wheels on your 6 faces are going to produce a certain amount of circuits as well, but you don't add them to the vertices, okay? Those ones piggyback on a few of the circuits produced by the vertices, just like the Sega, 32X sits inside the Sega console to boost the graphics up. That's what happens for those circuits, okay? In the end, you're still going to have more 119-volt circuits than you are going to have 217-volt circuits. Because probably we need more, like, 120 stuff versus 220 stuff for everyday lives, We have more shit that runs on one than the other. The vertices are needed because what happens is that once you reach out, you make your 4 dots. Okay, and then you have your 1 dot in and 1 dot out of the plane. Okay, now that's where I think this is coming from, because look, it gets 4 to 16, 4 to 16, that's 8, that's 12, that's 16, I'm imagining. So this is 16 by 16, and if you have an 8 by 8 in here, okay, or you have 4 and an 8, yeah, so this would be 2. I did it wrong. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 of them in here. Okay? It's an 8-bit cell. And then outside the 8-bit cell, I guess, because it folds, and I don't know if I have to, I have to accumulate for that. It has to get cut to 12 or something. But anyways, all I'm thinking is that, whatever, if this is a 32-bit cell, it's got 4 across and 4 down. 16 of them. 16 of these are in that. Okay? But look, you have 1 to 3, a 3 to 1 ratio. There's 4. Every time you have 4 of something, you're going to have 3 that are bullshit and 1 that is truth. You're going to have 3 that are bullshit and 1 that is truth. Now, if that's 16 of these, and we use 4 to get a 1, 1, 1, 1, then you need, obviously, 4 of these to fill the American flag up. But we didn't account for the fold here and the fold here, so I'm thinking that there's some that are gone. So 4 complete windows of the snowflake. We're missing 2. We're missing the in the page and out of the page. 4 sides of a cube, no, it's 6, And I'm thinking that the in the plane and out of the plane make the cross that get folded, and it's going to reduce the amount of blue and reduce the amount of blue, which is why you have more stripes and more stripes than this, which gives it not a cube look. It's going to bring it up and shorten this inside here, which is what makes it look like a flag. Okay, and you're going to have to cut off the end too, because it wants to be infinite. Because this is heaven and this is where we start from, it is finite. We are going infinite this direction and infinite this direction, and this is finite because it's going to 0, going to 0. So if you got to lop off this to make the flag, it was probably why a flag is the actual proportion that a flag is. So you need more than 16 of these. You need like, I'm guessing 24? I don't know, guy. Like G-O-L-D? Okay? So, I think what you want of all this. This is the only thing that matters to Kevin.